Hello everyone, and welcome back to another session of Dark Souls PvP and another Battle of the Uploaders Xbox Edition. I have not done one of these in so long, and you know, it's kind of a nice feeling that this is probably one of the very last Xbox ones I'll be doing. Now, for those who don't know, recently I had a channel update like a day or two ago, and it was just a little vlog-like thing of me telling you guys, hey, I got a PlayStation 3. Christmas came early, blah blah blah, all that good stuff. So, because of that, I'm gonna be branching out, having some Battle of the Uploaders on the PlayStation now. For those who aren't familiar with some uploaders who are exclusively on PlayStation, we've got Hyper Souls, definitely looking forward to fighting him, although he is borrowing an Xbox, and we were supposed to fight on the Xbox, but I don't know exactly what's going on with that, to be honest. So there's that. I think that's mostly just a scheduling thing, so it is what it is. I believe we've got a few other people on the PlayStation. I'm drawing a blank on his name, and I feel bad that I'm forgetting his name. I think Shot1608, I believe he is exclusively on PlayStation. And I wanted to get a Battle of the Uploaders with him a while ago, but he was on PlayStation. So, there's that. Now, just going on from there, probably should talk about who I'm fighting right now. I'm fighting against Mayhem. I'm fighting against DarkProjectMayhem. Now, for those who know Rosie, you probably know Mayhem. Mayhem is not Rosie, for those who do not know. Now, I don't want this to turn into that whole argument about Rosie being a guy. I don't want that, so don't even start. Any comments relating to that will be just deleted. That's just the end of that. So don't start with that. This is Mayhem. I'm fighting Mayhem. A lot of Rosie's videos actually were Mayhem's ideas. So if you like Rosie's videos, you should definitely check out Mayhem's channel, because he has pretty much like exactly the same stuff. It like continued the spirit of Rosie's videos, because in reality a lot of them were actually Mayhem's. So yeah, I'm moving on from there. I'm not going to question any of that. Not saying anything about Rosie not being creative. She did have a lot of good ideas on her own, but a lot of the ideas were also Mayhem's, and he helped and did the editing and blah blah blah. Point is, they're not the same person. They're friends, they know each other in real life, but they're not the same person, so yeah. Now, moving on from here, what can I talk about? Probably should talk about Mayhem's videos. Usually, as I said before, Mayhem's videos are extremely close to Rosie's. You know, sort of just trolling and being a jerk in general. Really cool dude, though, don't get me wrong, but in Dark Souls, man, if he invades you, you should watch out, because he's got something sneaky or just horribly bad for you in mind. And that's not a bad thing, that's a good thing. It brings some life back into things. And I was actually very happy that he wanted to have Battle of the Uploaders with me as much as I wanted to have one with him. Because it sounded fun. He was really fun to fight against, but in the first few clips when we were in Darkroot, he was using a Mage build that he's got. Oh my god, that thing. I don't know why I struggled so much with it. I'm fine with one spell, or one type of spell rather. Like, I'm fine with just sorcery, I'm fine with just pyromancy, I'm fine with just miracles. But when you start mixing them all up and then throwing an Avalon, I just don't know why, but it just throws me off so badly. And that one win that I showed earlier, where I got him with the Murakumo, that was the only win I got against that build. And I think I had like 14 clips from us fighting just with him on that build alone. So yeah, that kind of puts it in perspective of how badly I got my ass handed to me. That being said, once we got into fighting melee against melee, he was on my turf, and things turned around very quickly, I'd have to say. Definitely really fun to fight, though. I really liked it. And it really reminded me how much I enjoyed having duels. I mean, you guys know I'm usually just doing random invasions in the township. That's pretty much all I would do, and all I do. So, just having a chance to just duel someone, it was really fun for a change, and I really enjoyed it. Now, Mayhem also is like that in the fact that he always will do random invasions and will almost never do setup duels. I think this was probably a first for him. So, I don't know, it was just really fun for a change to do that. Because it's been a long time for me, it really has. Now, that being said, I hate my internet connection, I really do, because, as you guys know, I moved to a new house, and the people who I usually get some practice matches in with, just some duels randomly, whenever, I can't connect to my friends anymore. I cannot connect to the majority of my friends. Why? I don't know. I've been working on it. At first I thought it was just an issue with my Wi-Fi not being able to reach from upstairs down into the basement where I'm at with all my stuff, but I took care of that. I got a power line adapter, so I've got a wired connection now, and it still isn't working. So then I was thinking it was an issue with the Xbox. Brought the Xbox to my girlfriend's, tested it out, worked fantastically, could connect with every single person I ever would want to. I don't know. I'm just gonna have to rant to my service provider and hope that they have a solution for this. Until then, though, I'm very upset that I have a hard time connecting with my friends. And because of that, I have a hard time finding people who I want to duel because, you know, I chose my friends of people... My friends are people who I like to duel. That's just, you know, the way it is. And the fact that I can't fight against them is very unfortunate. But I can fight against Mayhem, and that is good because I liked fighting him and I want to fight him again. So, Mayhem, if you're watching, come on, let's get some more fights in. Come on. I want to take out that magic build. I want to do it so badly. Also, one thing about that magic build for the rest of you guys, I could have used, whatever it's called, I could have used Great Magic Barrier, I could have used, wow, I'm drawing a blank on the name of the spell. What's it called? It's a miracle. It is... I don't remember the name. I'm forgetting. What is the name of that spell? It doesn't let you, your opponent or you cast any miracles. It is... Now I'm dwelling on it. See, that's not good that I'm dwelling on it. I really don't need to be, but I am. And I can't remember it still. It's gonna come to me in a minute, I know it will. It is... I'm determined here, guys, I'm sorry, but I'm determined, and I'm not doing that until I remember the name of the spell that would be Vow of Silence. I'm remembering that it's Vow of Silence. Yeah. Vow of Silence. I could have used Vow of Silence. I could have gone on another build and used Vow of Silence. And I actually did get on to my Bow Cleric, which I haven't been on it so long. So I'm going to have to get back on that build a bit more often just so I can mess around with that some. But I could have used Vow of Silence. Apparently he had a katana or something of some kind to just keep fighting and wouldn't be totally screwed over by it. But I decided not to. Just because, I mean, even though I got in my Bow Cleric and I could have used it, I was determined to kill him without it because I'm stubborn and stupid, kind of. So, yeah. Now, I did some things that probably embarrassed him a little bit when we were fighting with melee, like, say, killing him with a Mail Breaker. Yeah, pretty sure he didn't appreciate that too much, but oh well. A lot of the time, really, though, it was going really good for me until he started to parry. I think he really caught on to my combos and the things I commonly do, and he was parrying me pretty much every fight for a while. So that was definitely not good for my health, but usually when he got the parry, he would even get the... right there, you know, just, you know, not a big deal, just gonna walk right into that jumping attack. Not a big deal at all. Usually though, when he got a parry, you would also be able to get in his weapon switch, which is something that I really need to work on. He would just, not even a full weapon switch, just a toggle to switch to the other weapon. I need to work on that, of all things, because I can do ring swaps, I can do weapon switches when I'm thinking about them. That's the key, when I'm thinking. But I almost always will forget to just do the toggle weapon switch thing to do the riposte with a weapon that does more damage. I don't know why I always forget. I think it's more of the fact that I get excited when I get a parry still, like I'm still new at the game and still new at getting parries. I mean, I get them on a somewhat regular basis, it's just I don't ever act like I do. So when I get excited about it, I'm like, alright, I got it, and I just smack the, whatever it is, the right bumper, the R1, and then get the riposte. So that's something I kind of need to work on. I need to actually work on thinking. And man, that damage, the Dragon Tooth, so much fun. I landed a couple of really good hits on him with the Dragon Tooth and with the Zweihander when he was in instability frames from rolling. That was lucky, hitting 800 damage with the Zwei and with the Dragon Tooth. That's just luck right there. I can't say anything other than that. But anyway, I've pretty much just rambled on and on throughout all of this. I guess, long story short, if you like Rosie's videos, definitely check out Mayhem's channel. Even if you don't like Rosie's videos, definitely check out Mayhem's channel, because he's a different person and might have some different stuff that you like. Other than that, I really don't have anything else to say, so yeah. There is one last fight. This is the last fight, and I, as I said before, have nothing else to say. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. As I was saying, definitely check out his channel, and I will see you guys next time.